With the NFL offseason in full swing, the Las Vegas Raiders are at the center of multiple different rumors, including one that has them linked to a former number 2 overall draft pick from a few years back. And in this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about this massive rumor and if it actually makes sense for the Las Vegas Raiders. And at the same time, we're going to be breaking down that player's film to see if it makes sense on and off the field. Now, before we dive into the video, do me a big time favor, guys. Hit the like button if you want more Raiders breakdowns. We're going to be covering the Raiders all year long. So subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's free, doesn't cost anything. And trust me, we got videos all day long. So be prepared for more to come. Now, the QB speculation right now for the Raiders is at an all-time high. I have never seen so many quarterbacks projected to go to the Raiders. I mean, Sam Darnold, Matthew Stafford, Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, the list just never, Geno Smith, the list never stops, right? And today, more news of Zach Wilson now potentially being obviously a free agent. He is available, and he's someone that they want to kind of research on. And look at this play. So, for example, we're going to get an 8-man slide protection to the right. So, the offensive line's all going to slide in this direction. And then whenever you're in a full slide to the right, that means your tight ends are going to man up on the left side and your running back as well. We're going to get a slant over the middle and then a crosser to the top side. His job is to get inside release and attack the safety, while Garrett Wilson, he also has inside leverage on this DB here. Zach Wilson notices it. He knows we're going to have that all day, every day. And Zach Wilson actually does a pretty good job here, play faking, tucking that left arm right into the belly, making it hard for these second level defenders to really tell what's going on. The technique right here, perfect, right? Drops back. We're attacking the safety. The safety's hips are opened up to the opposite side of the field, which we love. That's the first thing he looks at. And now we know we have this release over the middle with that leverage. Boom. Dart over the middle. Ends up being a 70-yard touchdown for Garrett Wilson, right? So Zach Wilson, although he hasn't had the best career, he actually has flashed some really good things in his career thus far. Now, what makes this sort of unattractive, I guess you could say, is the fact that they already have Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew under contract for next season, and adding a guy like Zach Wilson who definitely doesn't move the needle above those guys too much or even at all, I guess we could say. I just don't know if it really makes sense. But again, Zach Wilson, as a former number 2 overall pick of the NFL draft, he has potential. I mean, take a look at this play here. Once again, we're going to be in this 12 personnel, something that Pete Carroll, right, PD, loves to be in 12 personnel. He likes to run the football, or at least show you run the football. If you guys don't know personnel, we can break it down real quick. You could have 12. You could have 11, you could have 10, you could have 21. That first number is always going to represent the amount of running backs in the backfield, and the second number is going to represent the amount of tight ends on the field. So we got 12 personnel. We're going to run a drag over the middle. We're going to have these guys break to the top side or to the middle of the field, and we're going to see where these second level defenders go. Zach Wilson does a pretty good job reading, reacting off that, moving these guys backwards with his arms, or I mean with his eyes, because he is looking here. These guys start to follow, leaving that cross over the middle to Randall Cobb pretty much open. And then, imagine this being Trey Tucker, right? Getting your guy the ball in open space, playmaking ability, right? Zach Wilson, although he's not terrible, this could be a low-risk opportunity for the Raiders that brings in more competition during the, training camp, mini camp type of period. What do you guys think about it? Now, let me know in the comments down below right now, what do you think the best thing this team could do this offseason at the quarterback position? As he throws a fade here, great catch by Garrett Wilson. Probably not the best throw in the world either, as he leads this a little bit too inside. You probably want this back shoulder or a little bit higher up. Allow this guy to get a better opportunity at it. Honestly, Garrett Wilson just makes one hell of a one-handed snag and brings it in. I mean, that's incredible, right? But it looks like we know the Raiders are evaluating multiple quarterbacks as they prepare for the 2025 season. But which one makes the most sense for Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly's offense going into next season? That's where I want you guys to let me know, right? You have Russell Wilson, you have Justin Fields, you have Sam Darnold and Geno Smith and Aaron Rodgers and Matthew Stafford and now Zach Wilson and the rookies, right? Who is the best fit? Who makes the most sense for this Raiders team? I think this might be just a little bit of smoke. But, I mean, they have a ton of cap space if they want to sign him to a one-year deal. Not a lot of guaranteed money, but, you know, an opportunity to come and compete. I feel like it potentially makes sense. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll see what John Spytek and Pete Carroll want to do.